So you are looking for all the secret strategies to run top performing Google Ads campaigns. And in today's video, I will share new tips, secrets, and strategies that you need to win with Google Ads. And not only that, I will share how and when to use these tips at the right time to get massive results with Google Ads. So without further delay, let's start the video. The first and the most important tip is to filter out the clicks. The reason we used to write the perfect ad copy was to get more and more clicks. But more and more clicks does not mean more conversion. In fact, that means more cost. And as you know, in the recent past, Google has been skyrocketing CPCs. So that means we have to pay a lot more for clicks than we used to pay before. Now, let me show you how you can apply a filter in Google Ads. But before we apply the filter, you need to know what kind of filter do you need. The most common filter that we need to apply here is pricing. So as you know, there are certain people who end up clicking on your ads, but they cannot afford the price that you are charging. But as they clicked, the damage has been done. Google had already charged us because they were looking for something affordable or cheap, and they ended up clicking on our ad. Now, the only way to avoid all these kind of clicks to add your price as a filter. So how you are going to do that? So here we are in a Google ad account. If you do for a plumbing company, let's say, then what you can do, you can put your starting price. So you can say starting from $200, right? If it is 500, 800, you can put your price here. And after doing that, you need to make sure that you pin this headline. So everybody who see your ad, they see that same headline. And here's how you can see that right in your ad. So here, that's your company, and the second, that is your headline, which is a filter. So everybody who is going to see that, they are not going to click if they are not going to pay that. But that's not the only type of filters you can apply. There are a lot of filters you can also do. For example, as a Google Ads agency, we only serve clients that are local service businesses. So if we are running ads for ourselves, we need to filter that we serve local services business only. So anybody who is not looking for that service, they don't end up clicking on our ad. So here's how you can do that. So I'm going to put here service businesses only. And don't forget to pin your headline, because otherwise Google can choose to not show your headline, which is a filter. Now, the trickiest part here is to find your filter. For example, for therapy businesses, there are some who offer in-person, there are some who offer online. So if they don't offer anything, they can put the other here, like we offer in-person sessions only. Now, applying the filter will not only reduce your cost, but it will also improve your conversion rate, because all those clicks that go to your site, they know exactly who you serve and who you don't. If you are a business owner running Google Ads but struggling to get leads, this is exactly what I see all the time. And to fix this, I offer a completely free Google Ads audit where I will personally review your Google Ads account. Just go to scalekit.com and schedule your free audit today. Now, enjoy the rest of the video. To win Google Ads, the second tip is be more specific. But where we can be more specific? You can be more specific in your ads. You can be more specific in your landing pages. But the base of this concept is not even ads, not landing pages. The base is your keywords and how you segment your keywords. So let's consider a scenario. So you are looking for a Google Ads agency and you search in Google. There are two top ads that are showing to you. One of them has mentioned digital marketing agency in your headline, and the other one has mentioned Google Ads agency. Now, that digital marketing agency has Google Ads in it, but because of the other guy has mentioned that specifically in the ad, that's why you are going to click up there. And this has not a lot to do with the ad copy, but a lot to do with the keywords. So you need to make sure you categorize your keywords in a correct manner. You put different services, different ad groups, you put different keyword themes in different ad groups. And there are two major benefits to do that. One, for a certain set of keywords, you are going to give a specific ad copy. Second, you are going to give a specific landing page, and that is going to increase your conversion rate. So not only it will increase your conversion rate, but it will also improve your quality score. So by applying this one tip, you can structure your account in a better way. You can have high CTR, you can have high conversion rate, and you can have better quality score. Now, the third tip is a feature that is a secret between us advertisers, but I'm going to reveal it today. Not many people know about this. And this is one of the most underrated things that we have in Google Ads today. So everyone who has a little idea about Google Ads, they know a lot about bidding strategies as well. We have manual bidding strategies, we have automated bidding strategies, we have smart bidding strategies. Now, these are different strategies. Manual CPC is a different strategy. Maximize conversions is a different strategy. Maximize conversions with target CPA is a different strategies. They all have their pros and cons. Like in manual CPC, you can limit your bid, so that will limit your CPC. So you don't have to pay higher. In maximize conversions case, you can leverage Google Smart Signals. But what if I tell you that you can use Google Smart Signals, but you can also make sure that you don't overpay for those clicks? And that is the magic of this feature. This is called portfolio bidding strategy. And unlike other bidding strategies, we cannot do that at campaign level. We have to do that at account level, which I'm going to show you now. So you can apply this portfolio bid strategy to a single campaign. You can apply it to multiple campaigns. You can assign shared budgets and shared goals. So to do that, you need to go to tools. You will go to budgets and bidding. And here you have bid strategies option. So you will click in there. And here you would click on this plus sign. So as I click here, I have these different bidding strategies that I can apply. So let's go with target CPA, because with target CPA, we can also add a manual CPC limit. So let's go with that. So first of all, name this bid strategy. So you will select the account, the currency, and then you can select the campaign. So I would click on here, and here I have all those campaigns in my accounts. I can select multiple campaigns to put in this one bidding strategy. I can select one campaign as well. So in case you have to select one campaign, I would go with this one, click done. And here I need to add my target CPA. Now, as you know, in target CPA case, we need to have some conversion data in the account. So just go to last 30 days, whatever the cost per conversion you have, you can put it right there. Mine is around 360, so I'll put it here. Now, if you have multiple campaigns, you can also give a shared budget like they have mentioned it here. But what makes a difference in this bidding strategy is this advanced option features. As I click it here, I have to choose the maximum bid limit for my campaigns. So as we know, CPCs are skyrocketing in Google Ads, so there must be a way to stop that. And this is one of the finest way to do that. So if you don't want to pay more than $10, $15, or $20, you can put it right here. So as I put $15 here, so Google is not going to bid more than that for my keywords. And then you would click save, and that's it. So the fourth secret to win with Google Ads is to have better landing pages. I run Google Ads myself. I audit a lot of Google Ads accounts on a daily basis. And the problem with these accounts is not anything inside those accounts, but the problem lies in their landing pages, because they are too generic and they don't represent what they offer inside Google Ads. So there are two things which are most important with your Google Ads landing page. Number one, it should be relevant. Yes, there are a certain set of keywords you're running your ads on. That should be in your title, meta description, headline, image tags, whatever. So these are the basic SEO tips we all know about. So you have to do that. And the second most important part is your page speed. So your page speed is 70 to 80% of your landing page experience. And here I will show you how you can check your page speed. So this is page speed inside. The link is in the description below. You will go here and you will put your page in, then that is going to give you your performance. Now, the most important part of this is first contentful paint. So that represents how long it takes for your website to load. Like for example, for this page, the performance is very poor, and that's not a page that is ready to run Google Ads. So that means that is taking 9 to 10 seconds to load. And if I go to desktop, that is better. And as we know, the plenty of traffic is on the mobile, so you need to make sure that your landing page loads very fast on mobile and the user experience is very, very good. So for landing pages, you need to make sure they are relevant and they load very fast. Now at number 5, we have something which is not only a problem with so many beginners in Google Ads, but also with service business owners who do their ads by themselves. And that problem is making too many changes inside your ad accounts. Now, as you know, Google is a learning machine. It needs data to learn. So if you keep making those changes, keep making those optimizations, and does not give it enough time to learn, then that's not going to work. And especially with small accounts who does not get so many clicks per day, like they get 5 to 6 clicks a day, but they keep making a lot of changes every second day. They add keywords, they reduce the budgets, they raise the budgets, and that doesn't work at all. So the golden rule of Google Ads is to make one change at a time, then give Google some time and see how it performed. And for that reason, at ScaleKit, we use this Google Sheet where we mention all the changes that we make. We also mention the date, and then we wait to see whether that change worked or not. And not only that, we can also come back here after some time and see what was the result of our change or our optimization strategy. And another important point I need to mention here is your change history. So if you think that there is a dip in your performance in Google Ads, the performance was better before, then you need to go to your change history, and certainly you will find the answer there. So to find this, you can go to your Google Ads, and then here you have this change history just below it. And here you can not only see the performance, but also you can check the changes that you have made. And then you can analyze whether that resulted in a dip or better performance. Now, my second last tip is something which not a lot of you are going to like it, but still I want you to try it anyway, and that is to test broad match keywords. Now, I'm not a fan of broad match keywords initially, I never was. But the problem is the search behavior of the users is changing on Google search. They are typing more prompts, they are typing more long phrases which we cannot target by exact match keywords. And second, exact match has a lot of competition, so CPCs are skyrocketing. So in this scenario, we can unlock more leads and sales if we start testing broad match keywords. Now, I only want you to test broad match keywords, and I don't want you to replace your existing exact match keywords which are working fine. But before you test broad match keywords, there are certain things that you need to do. You cannot run broad match with manual CPC, that's not going to work. Second, your campaign should have good conversion data in the past. So you should have conversions with your exact match or phrase match keywords that you are using. And in my case, the keywords that work mostly, they are long tail keywords. So I can add those keywords as broad match and I can get better results. But as I said, you don't need to replace your exact match keywords. You can also add one broad match keyword there and see what happens. But there's another factor which is very important, and that is your negative keyword list. So to put your broad match keywords on the right path, you need to make sure that your negative keywords list is ready and you are updating it every single day. And let me show you some results that I have got from broad match keywords. So I have used a single broad match keywords in this account in the past year, and it has outperformed all the other keywords. So as you can see by the performance, it has almost half of the conversions of all the account, better conversion rate than the average, and the better cost per conversions than the average conversion of this account. And even it is overshadowing the exact match version of this keyword as well. But as I said earlier, there are certain conditions that you need to apply. You need to go with negative keywords. You need to make sure there is a historical conversion data with the account, and you need to make right choice of bid strategy as well. All I want you to do is to test these broad match keywords because that is important in the interesting times we are in. So at number 7, I have something which is the most important of all, and that is feed quality data back in Google Ads. So our main goal with Google Ads is not only to get some form submissions. The main goal is to get leads that convert. And as I said earlier, Google is a learning machine. Whatever data you put in, it is going to give you that. So if you only count all those spam and low quality leads as conversions, Google is going to give you more and more junk. So to counter that, you need to make sure instead of just giving form submissions to Google Ads to optimize your campaigns, you need to do something better. And that is done by importing your converted leads back in Google Ads. So there are multiple ways to do that. You can use CRM, and I would recommend for all those businesses who have higher lead volume, you can spend some money on different CRMs. So you can inform Google Ads about the leads that convert. And second, if you cannot use a CRM, you can do this by enhanced conversion for leads or offline conversion tracking. And that is done with the help of a Google Sheet. I hope you liked the video. If you need any help related to Google Ads, you are struggling to create Google Ads, or you are not getting good results, you can go to scalkit.com and schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me.